Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GameKheyl. This is Naveed, aka Barely Average Gamer, and we have some of the best fighters in the world duking it out for Thursday Night Kumite. We will be doing this every week starting today. We are joined in by two of the best guys in the business. We got BMF Proxer and also BMF Gancho, also known as the boss man from Cage Rage. How are you guys doing today? Proxer, we'll start off with you first, bro.
Bro, I'm doing so good. I'm so happy about this card today. This absolute amazing GameKheyl event that you're bringing us again. Another stand-up bank tournament that we're having in Kumite or however you say it. I don't even care. It's just gas. It's just hype, and I can't wait for it. And we're gonna see one of the best players in the world competing and going for the gold. What are your thoughts, Gancho?
Well, I think it's going to be an interesting one. We don't have the former champion. He'll be fighting on Sunday, talking about Stoyan. But still, there's many great fighters like Ben, who fought in the final, yourself, Proxer, Trials War, who beat me last time. Jay Geezer is now here. BMF Blessed, our teammate. Million MMA, I really want to see him perform because he's going to debut on Cage Rage on Friday. So I really want to get some more information from him and see what his game style is. MOB Pressure always a high level player. KI Notorious, another great one. This is going to be the second fight of the card. And we'll be starting with Naveed versus B. Do you think you've got what it takes to beat B, Naveed?
Well, him and I are very familiar with each other. He is an absolutely lovely kid, but I am absolutely ruthless when it comes to live events. At the same time, he has leveled up his game. So again, I will not pull any punches on him, and I expect the same from B. Just giving you a small rundown on the first round that we have today. It's going to be B versus me, like Gancho mentioned. Right after that, this is going to be fireworks. We got KIA Notorious going up against MOB Pressure. Both fighters, some of the best in the world. Again, a regular top 50, top 100 fighters. In fact, even in top 10 sometimes. So expect nothing but absolute perfection. After that, we got Million MMA versus Jay Geezer. This is a matchup that was not set initially, but props to Jay Geezer for stepping up on a short notice. He is going up against Million MMA. He is somewhat of a mystery, but I've heard he got punches to show. And Jay Geezer comes in all gun swinging. He's going to throw heavy hands. And let's see who's the last man standing. After that, the last fight of the first round, we got BMF Plus versus GSPS GOAT. We saw what BMF Plus is capable of in the last tournament. GSPS GOAT, he is trying to put his stamp in stand-and bank tournaments. He is a renowned grappler, at least in UFC 3 he was. He still got what it takes, but can he show it in the live events? We shall see today. The winners of these rounds will face some of the best competitors in the world, namely KIA Ben, BMF Proxer, Trials War, and BMF Gancho in the second round. I guess we are ready to go with the first fight. If the streams are ready, it's going to be me versus B, and by the looks of it, it's going to be Jorge Masvidal versus Nick Diaz. What are your thoughts on this one?
If you'd like, Naveed, we can go through a little 2-minute highlights video from the previous two events of GameKheyl. We've done a little compilation of the best moments, so we can enjoy that.
Absolutely, I completely agree with that.
Meanwhile,
yes, of course. I think
we'll gather some viewers because the first fight is fire. You know, the GameKheyl boss versus Bidu Doink, often called king in the tournaments because he's been getting to so many semifinals, finals, and just performing great under pressure in the tournaments.
Absolutely, I think we're going to hype this up a bit by showing you what went down in the last tournament. Gancho, if you may.
Oh, knocks him down again. Trustword is getting up right now, though. Look at that. Oh, knocks him down.
Alright, so that's all from the highlights. Let's see if we can get some more highlights this week. Navid will be on the left with Jorge Masvidal apparently, and on the right B with Nick Diaz.
Yeah, that's a good pick for both of them. But Nick Diaz is, you know,
Alright.
if you see Jorge Masvidal, I don't think that's a good option to go with Nick. But you know, do you do you, Vidogni, or do die, or whatever it is. Still a beast.
Well, it's Bidu doing, and I will be facing him, so I'll be off the mic for this event, and I'll join you guys right after this.
Good luck, bro. You got this. Okay, so Goncho, I have a question for you. Who do
Yep.
you think is gonna be? Who do you think is gonna look dominant in this fight? Who do you have your faith in? Who do you think is gonna perform well tonight in this whole tournament? Who do you think has the best chance at competing at their best and doing the best?
Well, with stand and bank, anything can happen. It all depends who sets up his, his style, his pressure. It all depends who puts his opponent in the corner faster. Stand and bank is really hard. In stand and bank, it's really hard to tell who can clearly win a fight because anything can happen, and a fight can. You can turn the tide with a simple combination, rocking the body of your opponent, gaining some stamina advantage, therefore some speed. There is no grappling, there is no clinch to save you in situations where you're feeling vulnerable. And we see B already setting the pace of the fight. Beautiful
Setting the
uppercut.
pace, yes. And it's Nick Diaz. He set the pace in every fight that he fought in. At least the fights I looked at, the Anderson Silva fight, in real life, Nick Diaz was an absolute savage. But we know the savage, the Miami 305 gangster, and Jorge GameKheyl Masvidal, the Street Judas as they call him. But he's getting pieced up right now.
Oh, look at that head kick!
Going a lot of head kick by Jorge Masvidal Navid. Striking pretty well, countering well, moving back though. Not a good idea, but
look at
knocks him
that.
down.
I'm telling you, Navid can be dangerous in any situation. You see him going down, you think he's gonna get knocked out, then he comes up with something crazy. He's got so many head kick knockouts, so many just flush knockout performances where nobody was expecting him to do that. And look at that, he attacks the body, beautiful body kick.
Body
Rear to the
hit
body.
right there. Can he finish the fight really early? I can kind of feel it, B-Dog is not in a good position. Good counter striker, I noticed, Navid is. And Navid is a really slow starter. He picks up the pace later in the rounds. Just does a lot later on, but yeah. Is the time real clock? It is, isn't it?
Yep, looks like.
Okay. Well then. Interesting.
And this is Navid's fault. Lynch the boss.
Yeah. Yeah, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah. Don't forget, guys, accelerated time. Welterweight is the first weight class, first phase. After that, moving down to lightweight. Oh, look at that. B is rocked once again. Semifinals are in featherweight and the finals in bantamweight, but Masvidal has no stamina right now. He managed to recover very quickly.
Game bread. Mr. 305 not doing that good right now. He was looking really good early on, not that good later on, but I've seen Navid start really slow before. He's starting really fast. So I might have just... Oh! What a knockout by
Wow.
Pudding! What a punch from hell to finish GameKheyl Masvidal. Oh my god, what was that? Goncho, your thoughts?
Like I said, anything can happen in stand and bank.
Yeah.
Well, I think I deserved that for putting that fight on the wrong setting. So yeah, that's on me. But at the same time, again, I fell prey to that left sway. I'm prone to that, but good on B to pick that up and getting the win. I thought I had the better of the exchanges in the first round. But yeah, B is crafty, and that's what he's showed in this one. Again, props to B for showing up, and he moves on to the next round, and he will face a game opponent. That would be KIA Ben. How about that matchup, though?
What a matchup, KA Ben, a dangerous guy. They finished me in the last GameKheyl tournament that we had. absolute respect to my brother Ben. Great fighter, great opponent. Really like the guy a lot. He's such a good guy. But you know, B Duding just showed his thing and showed what he's capable of doing. And you were doing great. You were doing great, Naveed. But up until that point, he just caught your number. He got your code and was starting to pick up the pace. Started to counter a lot, and it worked out for him. That Nick Diaz option was a great option, and just a great way to perform and go on to the next one.
Absolutely. And up next, we have an absolute firefight. This is going to be KIA Pressure versus, sorry, KIA Notorious versus Mob Pressure. Again, these fighters are absolute elite when it comes to UFC 4. And this is, again, another matchup that is probably going to show you a lot of different skill sets. This might not be as pacey as the first fight, but this will show you a lot of different techniques. It can finish in an instance or it can go all 3 rounds. Again, it depends on what kind of fighters we see. All right. So, AK Pressure, if you can hear us, you have your music on, and that needs to be fixed in order for us to be able to proceed. Otherwise, you'll have to mute audio, which again ruins the experience for everyone watching. So, if you can fix it in the next couple of minutes, that's fine. Otherwise, we will either move on to the next fight or we will have to mute your stream. So again, in the meanwhile, I would like your thoughts on the fight between me and B and also the fights that are coming up. So, Proxer, what were your thoughts on that one?
You're doing really good, and I said before that you're a slow starter, but you didn't slow start at that fight. You were doing really good pace at a really good time, and you were trying to, get into your rhythm, but you never actually let it go to your rhythm. You did good though. You did good, and I see you performing really well in the next events. But B Duding got your code.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Pressure, do not lower the master, bro. Leave the master on 100. Lower the commentary on 0. Arena speech must be 70, crowd must be 70, sound effects must be 70, and music must be 0. Master is the volume of the whole stream, so don't mute your whole stream, please.
Okay. Well, yeah. Are we muted? We're not muted. Are we?
All right. All right. So I think there is a question in the chat, not in the chat, but in the Discord, if there is lag. Well, you have 1 minute to restart and resend the invite to your opponent. Maybe the connection will then improve. If that's not the case, then we'll see what we can do with that. But at the same time, you have 1 minute to restart and re-invite your opponent.
Commentary must be on 0. Pressure. No commentary and no music. Please. Everything else on 70 except commentary and music. They need to be on 0.
Okay. Well, this is it went good. Now we just need to wait for this. It's gonna go all smoothly after this. High hopes right here. But I'll ask you guys a question in the chat. Who do you guys think, the fans of course, who do you guys think has the best chance to win this? I want to see your predictions, chat.
Well, I know who's not winning, the first guy who's eliminated from the tournament, but everyone else here has had again. They all have amazing credentials. Everyone on their day can win the tournament, but I don't know. This is going to be tough. In fact, Proxer, it might sound funny, but for me, you are the man to beat in this one.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Look, we'll see what happens. I won't say anything, any predictions, but I'll keep my tongue behind my teeth and just let my game do the talking. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. But yeah, I'm confident, of course, and I believe I have a good chance. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. A lot of game opponents right here, and let's move on to the next fight: KI Notorious versus Pressure. This fight is going to be absolutely amazing. Your thoughts, Naveed?
Well, like I said, these two are elite competitors in and around top 50. So these guys are going to put on a show for us. Again, I know I've seen and I have had the privilege on commentating on either of these guys fight. They are very technical strikers. They like to pick their shots, and that's exactly what we're going to see in this one. So this might actually be one of the favorites to finish as a decision. So That's all I have to say on this one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Navid. But you know, as we saw, a lot of times we saw a great fight overall by Notorious putting on a great performance. Goncho knocked him out recently when they fought on GameKheyl. But you know, that never gets to anyone's head. You know, when somebody knocks you out, you just think about getting even stronger and coming back with an even stronger case in the next round. But we'll see, because he picked a very game opponent, game character in Leon Edwards and Vicente Luque on the other side, which are both very pressure-heavy fighters if you use them the correct way. Vicente Luque is like a worse game rate mastodon in this game, I think. But you see, Leon Edwards is a technical beast and a technical machine. And you can pressure, you can do a technical, you can do anything with him. Move around, kick the legs, kick the body, try to finish the fight early.
Well, so far what we've seen is a lot of body-based attacks. So look at that. Like right from the get-go, we see Pressure and Notorious both trying to attack the body. Looks like Pressure with his back against the ropes is still able to land more damage and has more stamina as a result, but misses that shot widely with good head movement from KIA Notorious.
I agree with you. That stamina is going down, down, and down for KI Notorious right there.
Also, one thing to consider is the fact that these guys are...
for your stamina. You should not do that for your feints, but yeah.
Yeah, I think one thing to notice is the fact that these guys are very familiar with each other's style. They've been campmates in 1 or 2 camps, so they are very adept at knowing what the other has to offer. And that's something that we've seen, I think, in terms of the speed of the action in this one.
And we're seeing a lot of stuff, but look at the stamina on Leon Edwards. It's not looking that good, you know, it's not looking good. But you can adapt to someone's style really fast if you get the code. But the code, you know, there's a lot of codes that cannot be cracked in this game, such as, you know, as amazing players are, like Paroxys, and, you know, etc. that go on. But people like this that fight a certain way, like Pressure is fighting, a very technical way right now. I'm seeing a lot of movement, a lot of body work, and it's actually paying off because the stamina is dropping for KI Notorious.
It is, and I think this fight may become a battle of attrition between the head damage of Vicente Luque and the body of Leon Edwards. Whichever is going to crack first, we shall see pretty soon. It's usually the fighter that gets the stamina advantage first gets the win, but that head is absolutely smooshed, but good head movement to protect himself from getting knocked down.
Hamza
Again.
Chico, I would say, smished. And I think that was just movement right there. Yeah, no, Leon Edwards is always dangerous. Even if you have 0 stamina, you can still knock someone out. You know, just one wrong move is all it takes. One calculated move from you, and you finish the fight. That's what we're seeing right now. He is really calculated. KI Notorious is not losing any patience. Any patience. He is just looking to get a good show on. You know, he's just looking to get a good show on. And we're seeing that right now. Oh, no stamina though.
Yeah, he's chomping on the bits in a very, very calm and calculated manner. Look at that. He is just very calm and collected, even though he was looking in adversity for a few seconds, but his stamina advantage is still there. He is calmly pressing forward, and KI Pressure is someone who turns on the heat as the fight progresses. And what a round. I don't know how this one is going to be scored. I think the advantage may be with the fighter with the stun there. So Leon Edwards may take the round, but who is going to win the battle of the 3 rounds? We shall see.
Well, yeah, I made a prediction before this fight, and I'm not gonna say it on here. You, Navid, know, and Goncho knows as well. But this is not. It's looking really, really the opposite way that I was predicting. You know, it's looking like the opposite way. But it's a good fight so far. It's a really good fight so far. Both of them are really technical.
Oh, beautiful work!
Gets stunned.
Yeah, he is landing damage everywhere. He's turning it on. As the name goes, MOB Pressure, pouring on the pressure. Again, nice head movement to protect himself from more damage there by Notorious, but his angles are being cut completely with the movement of MOB Pressure.
Perfect style by MOB Pressure right there. Mob Pressure. He is doing a good work right now. He's doing good work on stamina recovery. And knocked him. Oh my god. Stunned him with a beautiful check hook. I think it was a hook, yes? But yeah. That was beautiful right there. He leaned out the way and got in the hook and stunned the boy. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of good work from Mob Pressure, and he is looking like a potential threat to the throne tonight. He is looking really good.
Beautiful pullback counter and drops him on his ass with a beautiful straight.
Yeah, it's stunned. Wow.
Ooh, this fight is exciting again. These fighters have their opponents' combinations all sorted out now. All we're seeing are counter punches after counter punches, punches being blocked, uppercuts being thrown, heavy leather being exchanged. Even though there is no leather, there are wraps as we are fighting in Kumite. Ooh, that straight could have done more damage as the body kick was being landed though. I like this movement from Pressure. His stamina advantage is going to hold up in the third. He will be the favorite heading into the third. So looks like Notorious may need a significant moment heading into that round, and he connects with a head kick but doesn't get a stun or significant result out of that.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is really exciting fight so far, and we're seeing Mob Pressure do a lot of work and a lot of good work. He is looking like the superior fighter. He's looking like the better fighter. He is looking more experienced right now. He's throwing a lot of great punches, a lot of great counters. 17 viewers, by the way. I'm really happy that you guys are here, and we're just seeing a great fight right now. And Naveed is bringing us another great event.
Ooh!
And
Again. Speaking of great, this is great. Look at that head kick.
Oh, this is gonna be over. It's not gonna go to the third one. This is gonna be over right here, right now. Look at how badly hurt KIA Notorious is. The Notorious one getting beat up right now.
Ooh. Looks like
Wait,
Vicente
is
Luque
that
is
Marshall
taking away all the...
Mind in the chat?
Hey, what's good, Marshall Minds? We are doing this tournament of Stand and Bang. We do this every week. And we're putting on a show as another knockdown by Vicente Luque. Are we going to see a finish?
To the body.
Well,
No,
your prediction, Prox.
Proxer,
Your prediction for the round. Yeah, that went close actually. But amazing, amazing. Oh, by the way, that might not be Marshall Minds, but again, thanks for the excitement.
Thanks for the excitement you brought us right now. But if it is, or maybe it's not, whoever it is, thank you for joining again today. Just looking at our great card right here, you know, it's what we like to see. It's really what we like to see.
Indeed, it's good to see the community supporting each other, but looks like Pressure's legs are not supporting him right now. Beautiful leg kick to the body to protect himself from more damage. And Notorious with his back against the cage, something that is in reverse from what we saw in the first. This is an exciting fight. Are we gonna see a decision? I don't know. This fight is actually, you know, touted to be a decision, considering these fighters are, you know, very, very technically adept into surviving, into striking, into exchanging, and they are familiar with each other's style. But that body kick, yeah, another one to the body, and tried another one, but lands a knee to the head. Oh, beautiful front!
But catches him! But catches him! Oh my god, can we see a finish from... Oh.
I honestly did not expect this fight to be this scrappy, yet this is looking good.
Marshall Mind says, no, I'm real, see my dick.
It's thick.
Whoa. Yeah, it's thick. Yeah,
Anyways.
Okay, let's go back to the fight, yeah?
All right.
Really great, too.
Here we go. Another slip straight. This has been a battle slip and straights. This has turned into a scrappy fight, and trust me, that was not part of the plan for either of the fighters. But the scrappier it is, the more action we get out of it. About 2.5 minutes left in this one. Nice.
Oh,
Ooh,
getting caught again. This is gonna
Again.
get finished right here, right now. Oh my god, David, what a great fight so far.
Yeah, that catch of the kick was as clutch as it could have been. That literally saved Notorious's life in this fight. But it looks like Pressure is looking for a counter strike to finish this one. Drops him with the hook there after landing a straight actually. Ooh. He's throwing everything. It is, but it looks like we are about to see a finish here. Beautiful slip. Wow.
If Notorious pulls this off, I am just gonna be in shock. Oh my god.
Well, you are facing the winner of this fight in the next round. I hope you have your work cut out for you.
I think I know who I am. Yeah, I am scared. I'm scared. But it is what it is, you know, it is what it is.
It is.
Oh,
Beautiful look. That block is compromised.
That's
The
zero
health
stamina
is...
right there.
Yeah, his health and stamina are completely gone now. Oof.
He can't even feint anymore. The man is done. Put him in a body bag. He is over. It is going to be all over. One more stand-up from him, and this is going to get finished. 1, 2, 3 is going to be thrown right now, and the fight is going to be finished. Just watch.
10 seconds left.
Finish the
Are we
fight.
gonna...
There you go.
Oh!
There you go.
4 seconds left. Rear uppercut. And MOB pressure pulls it out in a fight for the ages. Amazing performance from both of these competitors. Intense action. GameKheyl Notorious was never out of this one, but MOB pressure just had enough in the tank to finish this 4 seconds before the end of the third, and he moves on, and he will face BMF Roxer in the next round. And trust me, that is going to be straight up fire as well. And again, these fights have been exciting, and we still have 2 more fights in the first round. And the next one is going to be Million MMA versus Jay Geezer. I believe, Broxer, you have an idea of how Millionaire MMA is. Can you give us a brief into his style?
Oh yes, I can. I can absolutely give a brief into his style. Not a brief because I don't want the opponent to get a heads up, but he is one of my friends, a good friend of mine. He is really gassed to come back to the UFC 4 game because he was really done with it. He didn't like the game. Now he's back, getting better and better. We sparred before the event. Great fighter, great guy, just really an amazing dude overall. I really like him, and he's gonna be a tough guy. Oh, music again by one of these men. But I was about to say that he's just a great fighter, and I can't wait for him to compete and show off his skill set. Go on, brother.
Well, as for Jay Jeter, if you can hear us, you have to sort out your audio settings because, again, that is something that we are very particular about, at least on these streams. We have to keep it audible for everyone and to make the experience right. As for Jay himself, he is pretty well known in the community with his account of Jay Jeezer. He is in and around different streams, supporting a lot of streamers, helping a lot of streamers out. So again, he is an experienced veteran, but we shall see how he is going to perform against a top-level skilled fighter in Million MMA. After that, the final fight would be BMF Blessed versus GSP is GOAT War. Again, BMF Blessed is someone we saw in the last tournament. What did you make of his performances in the last one? And he is also your teammate, so you would have some insight into how and what he does.
I have an insight of what he does. He's a great, great, great fighter. One of the best fighters in the world. One of the best not grapplers. He's a great grappler, but he's getting to being one of the best grapplers in the game. He is getting to being one of the best strikers in the game. I already think he is one of the best. He's just a game opponent all the time puts the work in, and really spars with me a lot, and I see him improve every single time. His counters are one of the most deadly thing I've ever seen. I just can't wait for him to perform for BMF and represent BMF, the Balkan motherfuckers, but he is an English boy, you know? He is an English boy in the BMF, the only one, but he is just a really good guy, Gancho can say as well, and yeah, he's doing great for the team, and he's gonna absolutely smash it today.
That's what we're gonna see. And also, as for GSP is GOAT, again, someone who is very well known in the community for his style. He likes a bit of banter. He likes to press forward with his southpaw style fighters, and he is going to throw absolute fire. He likes to stand in front of you as well. Sometimes he finds success with counter punches, but at times that gets the better of him. Again, what kind of GSP is GOAT we are going to see today is anyone's guess. I am not sure, but I believe these fighters might have faced each other in the last tournament. If that's the case, BMF Blessed got the win. If that's not the case, then we shall see what's going to happen today. And the winner of that fight actually is going to face BMF Gancho. How about that?
BMF Gancho, yeah, I can't wait for that.
Well, you heard the man. Have your stream sorted. I think this is something that needs to be communicated again. Everyone in the community, everyone here knows the rules, right? They've been communicated to everyone on what needs to be sorted. You have to have your sound settings right. If you don't know what they are, you can read the rules again and again and again. Again, it gets a little annoying because it kind of ruins the experience for everyone watching. And
it's black on white, you know. It's black on white written. And guys, just please read the rules when they're given to you. We actually really, really care about that. And you see, Gancho cares about that too because he's working really hard behind the scenes, and I really want to see everything go as planned. So please, read the rules correctly and just do everything correctly, and we're just gonna have a great night overall, David.
I agree. Music needs to be all the way down, Jay, if you can hear us. Looks like the audio settings are going to be set, and we will move on to the next fight as soon as the invitations are all set. Also, for everyone in the chat, we got Ivan, we got Jay, we got Brady, Marshall Mind with the Tick, AK Esports. Well, there is a show for Stupid Monkeys. That is the Stupid Monkey talk show hosted by Mr. Humbledink, one of the best guys in the community, with Mr. Gancho. And taking that reference out of things, again, stop being a stupid monkey, everyone. You know the rules. You know how it's set. It gets a little frustrating, but looks like we have our fight set between Jay Jeezer versus Million MMA. We are seeing Jorge Masvidal versus Kamaru Usman. How do you think this fight is going to play out? At least style-wise.
Oh my fucking god! Look at that. I'm sorry for cursing, by the way, everyone, but look at that ping. What the hell did I just see? That ping went up to 700, I think, if I'm correct. What the hell?
Well, you know,
Wait, now is that the real Marshall Mind? Am I getting tricked? There's no tick by his name.
well, if he is, welcome to the show. Even if he is not, welcome to the show. This is
Welcome to
a
the show.
fire. This is another fire event brought to you by GameKheyl. GameKheyl is a community of streamers and gamers, and we're trying to make gaming mainstream. We do MMA events, we do mobile-based video game events throughout the week. If you think this is going to tickle your fancy, press on that subscribe button, hit the bell icon. You can like this video as well. This is going to give us a lot of reach. As we see, this fight is going to be horrendously slow. This connection will give us a lot of trouble. Well,
hopefully it doesn't
this-
go like this. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. This is gonna
All
look
right.
great. And by the way, yeah, welcome Marshall Mind. If that is you, big fans of you, everybody on here. So yeah, let's go on to the show. This is a laggy fight so far, but Million MMA and Hermes MMA, this is gonna be great. Okay, well,
Ooh.
Goncho's not a fan. Beef going on. Okay, I'm sorry. Marshall Mind versus Goncho 2020. See, I'm Marshall Mind. Duh, for fuck's sake, he's not. Okay, well, that's not Marshall Mind. God damn it.
I think we all know who he is, and I don't think he deserves the attention on this page. Anyways, moving on, we are seeing a lot of body kicks, a lot of head kicks being thrown. Again, this is a fight we saw, and looks like the lag is
What the fuck?
too good
What the
for this.
hell?
Yeah, this again, the rule stated if this fight goes past 1 minute, they have to continue and finish this one. So if anyone disconnects, we will see a DQ. They should have disconnected in the first minute if they thought there was an issue with the stream. Anyways, carrying on with this one. Yeah,
Well, I
Diaz
mean,
is not
yeah.
really doing any movement here.
I think he'll just stay on defense and get finished if he does this. I mean, why
Yeah.
why would you do this? But yeah, it is what it is. It's his chance to win and actually absolutely go to the next round. But he's not showing
just-
that right now.
Yeah, you can just go for broke, throw your punches, and finish the fight. Whatever it
He's
is,
attacking this well.
yeah, this is very concerning considering I had a similar issue against Hermes MMA a few weeks ago actually. In fact, a couple of months ago. But again, I live 3 continents away from him, so that has to be expected. This is actually part and parcel of live events. We have fighters competing from all over the world. EA needs to sort itself out because again, we need action-based fights. We need our connections to be better, and those servers or the state of them are not helping us at all.
No, their servers are. I'm not gonna say what I want to say because it's just too harshful. But look, their servers are not good at all. I hate what they're doing with this game. They're not listening to the fans. Not much. They're listening a little bit, not that much though. So,
Yeah, I hope
it
they
is what it is.
listen to our prayers. We hope, as I think early in this fight, Millionaire MMA with a clear head damage advantage. He's been landing slip counters, catching those kicks as well, just like we saw a few seconds ago.
Dylan MMA showing a lot of great fighting. But yeah, he's fighting. Hermes is fighting too, putting a lot of work into.
Yeah, also, we never know which fighter is facing the worst of that lag in this one, but it looks like it's Hermes MMA who is suffering more than his opponent and gets rocked with beautiful left hook. This is a little interesting to see Jorge Masvidal standing southpaw. I've never seen that before.
Never
Oh,
seen that before,
beautiful
but it's
slip
working
elbow.
out. It's working out, and oh, this is gonna get over really fucking quick. This is an amazing performance so far by the man that I was praising and by my brother right there, doing a lot of good work. Masvidal putting in the work.
All right, about 10 seconds left in this one. This round kind of flew by, and which is pretty interesting considering the lag that we just saw. End of this one, again, I think we all know who the definitive favorite heading into the second round is with those highlights from Mr. Million MMA.
Mr. Million MMA showing an absolute clinic right now, and it's just a great performance so far.
Right. The sound settings are all right, apparently, but again, you need to follow the instructions before the events and save us all a lot of trouble. I hope Rishi in the chat, who will be streaming the next fight, has this sorted.
EMF
Heavy damage, absolutely blasting him with that rear uppercut. This looks like an eventuality.
Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna end really quick in the second one. But Million MMA is doing a good job. He's doing a really good job. I'll just call him Liam because that's what his name is. He's a Scottish boy.
Ooh.
He's a beast, and yeah. Oh, good 1-2 right there from Hermes, but yeah, it's just not doing. Oh, gets dropped once again.
Yeah, that was nearly the kiss of death there.
He is gonna get kissed by that one of those punches. One of those knuckles is gonna run up right into that orbital bone, But look, we're gonna see what happens right here. We're gonna see what happens. Oh, 1-2. 1-2-3 right there. We saw another hook, a beautiful hook at the end there. And the beautiful chick straight to finish the fight. What a performance by Million MMA.
Beautiful. Again, that jab straight working all night in favor of Mr. Million MMA. Again, we understand that this fight was horribly laggy, but at the same time, you may do with what you can, and looks like Mr. Million MMA knew exactly what he had to do and get the job done. And with that, we move on to the final fight of this round. I hope the settings are all right in this one. We've had troubles all stream, but we hope we turned the corner with this one. Gancho will let us know if that is the case or not. Perfect. Thank you for everyone who has made sure to follow the instructions and not be a stupid monkey. We see Conor McGregor going up against Jorge Masvidal. Oof. I don't know how this one's going to go, but I believe someone knows how it's going to go, and that is BMF Proxer. What do you make of this, at least in terms of fight picks?
What I make of this is, Blist MMA, my boy, my guy. He's one of a kind opponent, really great fighter, really great, just overall a great competitor in my opinion. And I absolutely love his style, how he fights, and it's just, he's just one of my great friends that shows a lot of heart in every single fight. But he has a game opponent, So we're gonna see a great fight, just a great fight overall, and I can't wait for it. And Naveed, what do you think?
Yeah, I think this fight, at least on GSP's end, is very interesting. Sometimes his fight IQ is too much for his own capabilities. So he is an excellent coach. He actually taught me a lot of different things in this game. But when it comes to execution and putting things together, that's one thing we might see him struggle with. But at the same time, when his combinations land, he is absolutely unbeatable. These are two excellent fighters, and we shall see which one will prevail. As we see a lot of action in the pocket, fighters not really showing a lot of movement away from each other, but GSP is good, has his back against the cage, and we shall see what happens. Nice crisp combos by BMF Bless, and he gets dropped with that straight. Rishi trying his best to show Blessed what he is all about.
BMF Blessed, be careful, my bro. Yeah, he's looking. Rishi is not taking this lightly. He is taking this really seriously. I mean, Connor is 90 what, 96 power. Does him justice. Plus those beautiful combinations and
And
accuracy
looks
that he has.
and it kind of looks like he's coming into this fight with a chip on his shoulder. He wants to prove all of us wrong. We said a lot of things into the build-up about his game plan and some criticism as well, but he is showing more skill than we anticipated.
He's showing a lot of skill right now. I'm surprised. He's showing great skill. He gets caught right there, and he can't get caught like that fighting a guy like BMF Blessed and Jorge Masvidal, but he gets rocked again. Gets stunned, gets dropped. Whoa, Rishi, maybe with the upset right now.
I'm not sure if this would be called an upset considering these fighters have been in and around the game for a while, but again,
Yeah.
what we are seeing from GSP's GOAT right now is a lot of things that he has added to his arsenal, and that is again catching Blessed off guard. He is again another very skilled fighter, beautiful straight again, that Celtic cross landing over and over.
I would say, by the way, I was meant like the upset was meant to be like, because he uses a lot of GSP and wrestles a lot, but he's showing a great striking skill set right now. He's showing a lot of new moves.
He is, and that is working in his favor so far. That damage was going to be significant, but BMF Blessed missing an opportunity to perhaps put a dent in that first round performance of GSP's GOAT.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of good work right now. That's Rishi for you,
Indeed. But at the same time, he needs to be careful because Masvidal has the ability to finish a fight with a couple of punches and a couple of nice combos. So he can go for broke just like that, but can pay dearly. Beautiful head kick by Connor.
Oh yes, I don't think Dom is on his game right now. BMF Blessed is not on his game right now. He's not looking that good right now in the first round, but maybe he will get off to a second. If it goes to the second round, maybe it will go better, but we'll see.
I agree with AK Esports in the chat saying Rishi is looking slick AF. Yes,
Oh!
he is.
Oh!
Boom!
Doesn't go to the
And-
second round, finishes the fight in the first.
Absolute dominance from Mr. GSP's GOAT. He has struggled in the first couple of tournaments to move past the first round, and this time he puts no doubt as he demolishes an absolute game opponent with that head kick, as we can just see. And he will move on, and you know who he is going to face in the next round? That is Mr. Bossman himself, Mr.
Uncle
Gancho
Rishi,
Salvador.
beware, Uncle Rishi. I saw what you got. I saw what you got, my friend. And it's going to be a banger.
Is Gancho intoxicated? Maybe.
Fighting words from a fighting man working in the esports fighting industry. Nice performance from Rishi. If he continues that, I think Gancho will have his work cut out for him. As we move on to the next round, and we have amazing fight set up in this one. The first fight is going to be KIA Ben versus Biru Doing. Right after that, we are going to see another classic in BMF Proxer up against it's MOB or Mob Pressure. After that, we see Million MMA going up against Trials War. And in the final fight, we will see BMF Gancho fighting against GSP is GOAT. I hope the fighters have everything set.
I think, hopefully.
Well, there might be some trouble in this one. Let me see what's going on.
The
actually.
issue is that it shows the connection to the opponent has been lost. I'm not sure if that's some technical issues or internet issues with someone, but of course we'll give him a second. Don't forget, it has to be 3 rounds, accelerated time in the Kumite, and it has to be stand and bank.
Oh yeah.
All the sound
Absolutely.
settings look okay.
Just don't mess anything up. Read the rules correctly, and just keep on with the rules. Everybody that's watching this and that is competing in this league, frequently, just keep the watch the rules. Even on cage rage, just keep on looking at the rules and have everything set before a fight. Make double check just to make sure. But yeah, this is a really good night so far. Really great fights. Overall, great performances by a lot of these people.
And you know,
All
after
right.
seeing the performance of Rishi against BMF Blessed, I'm even more hyped about his fight tomorrow. He's fighting Ben, who is on completely the other way of the bracket in this Standard Bank tournament, which, you know, it's very possible if Rishi goes through me and eventually through his next opponent, and Ben does the same, we might see them at the final. But you know, that's a little fugazi because Rishi's gonna have a hard time with me.
Ganshu, can you check the staff
Gunter
chat?
is really confident. Gunter, where do you get this confidence from, bro?
Ganshu, can you check the staff chat, please?
Yeah. 1 second.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is looking like the great night overall again. It's really looking great, and I'm just really happy to be. Yeah.
Oh, knocks him down again. Trustboard is getting up right now, though. Look at that.
Okay. So we're moving on to the next one.
Yeah, we're back at the
Yes,
fights.
sir. All right. So for everyone watching, the next round is going to be in lightweight. So everyone who's listening, make sure to have your fighters set in lightweight as we move into the second round. And this first fight is going to be another outstanding one between two game opponents in Bidu Doing and KIA Ben. We see Justin Gaethje versus Dustin Poirier. What do you think of this one?
What I think of this one. This one is gonna be great. This one's gonna be great. I can't wait for it. I really can't wait for it. Gonna look great. I think both of these guys are gonna perform because they did it the first. Not Ben. We do the doing performed against you. I would say it was a great performance. It was a great performance by him. But yeah, we'll see. All 3-1. Kevin leads the rivalry. I mean, it doesn't mean anything, but still, he leads it. But we'll see. What are your thoughts on this one?
Well, I think stylistically, the favorite might be Ben, but at the same time, he knows how to find a way, and that's exactly what he did against me in our fight. And he gets dropped. Ben is getting his work cut out for him. I think stylistically, this is an excellent pick for Ben, but that hand speed, the power, and the pressure of Dustin Poirier is something to behold.
Oh yeah, Dustin Poirier is he's probably the most dangerous fighter in lightweight. I'm gonna say it. He's the most dangerous fighter in lightweight. He has a great way. If you know how to play him, no. dangerous. It's really dangerous, and we're gonna see good performance by Tuding, I think, because he's doing a lot of work right now. So is Ben, though.
By the way, Proxer, I hope you are set for your fight.
I am set for my fight. The link is in fight 6 for my stream, and yeah, everything is set. We're in the lobby, and yeah.
All right. As we look at the action here, good close combat we've seen so far, because that's the style GameKheyl likes to deploy. Also in real time, trying to press forward, trying to pick his shots, heavy shots, but at the same time, what I like from B is he is not shying away from those exchanges, even though he's taking more damage. Just like that, his body looks compromised.
Compromised. Wow, this is a great fight so far, and I knew it was gonna be.
Now his head looks compromised.
What a fight!
And nearly
Look at that
fight with the head
confirmation.
kick. Oof. Ben is relentless with those kicks.
He is, he's great.
He was the finalist. He nearly won that fight against Stoyan, but Stoyan coming out on top and becoming the first GameKheyl champion. And looks like Ben wants that strap as quickly as possible. With that kind of performance, he looks like he is the man to beat.
He looks like he is. Yes, he is. Oh, 1-2 drops. Dang. That was an absolute great 1-2. I hope nobody uses Max Holloway in the federal position. That's the worst thing. No, and Peter Yan, I don't want to see them too. Today, I don't want to see that. Just crazy amounts of power behind both of the guys' fists. But yeah, this is looking like an all-around great fight so far, and it's just looking great, man. Really great.
Indeed. Oh, beautiful hook. I thought that was a stun there, though. Excellent work. B trying to recoup, trying to get himself back into this fight. Again, props to him for standing in the face of his opponent, even though he's eating a lot of heavy shots, but rocks him with a beautiful uppercut. And Ben taking damage and gets dropped. This is good work from B, trying to put himself still competitive, still in this fight, and that's nothing less from less than what we expect from someone as game as Mr. Bidu doing.
Oh yeah. Oh, he needs that. Oh, but gets an uppercut flash.
Uppercut is an absolute equalizer, but the counter from B equal on the money. This has been my round of the night. What do you think of that one, Mr. Proxer?
I think that this is crazy, that this is a crazy fight so far. I really do think it's crazy. They're both doing really well. I don't even know who to give that first round to. That was such an even round, with even stuns, with even knockdowns, and I'm really, just really happy going into the second round. I can't even put my words together because this is such a great fight. Oh, gets caught right there with the hook. Check.
I'm not sure. I think one of them was away from the keyboard at the start of that round, but show of respect from both fighters. Like, nice combinations from B. He's pressing forward, and I think he's found some confidence with that late flurry as he made that round very interesting in his favor. It gets slip countered. Beautiful uppercut by Ben. Ben likes to do that more often than not, and he's showing his adaptability to adversity.
Yeah, I've been for you right here, ladies and gentlemen. He is a great performer.
And just like in my fight, B, even though he took the damage early in the fight, but tries to work his way back into this one. But again, that power of Justin GameKheyl can absolutely demolish anyone with one single combination.
I agree with you 100%. But we're seeing not a lot of work from Dustin Poirier, and you want to see him pressure, not back off. You want to see him go forward. But he's not doing that right now. He is just beating back. Oh, almost catches him right there, but leaning back, not doing that much work, and just defending the head. He's just defending the head, getting stunned, and yeah, that's not a good way to use Dustin Poirier. But that is a good way of doing a 1-2 right there. Beautiful 1-2.
Beautiful work as you godlike over. Oh, that was a godlike hook, I was trying to say. And now, what I like from Ben is he's trying to attack the body, but at the same time, the leg of GameKheyl gets compromised. And B is going relentless on that. He has forced a switch stance on his opponent.
Oh, I don't know if he has such a great switch stance. I think it's in the 80s, so no, not great for KI Ben, but let's see what they can do with that stamina, but gets knocked down once again. Slips that one to the body. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
B with a significant moment in this fight. But that GameKheyl. Oh, sorry, that was GameKheyl. My bad.
Yeah. Oh, catches him, but doesn't
Again,
do damage. No more stamina.
counter after counter. This fight is the benchmark of resilience. But that resilience shut down with a beautiful right hook as Ben Middleton progresses against a game opponent in B. Perhaps my fight of the night. Again, what a performance from both these fighters as Ben progresses to yet another semi-final of this GameKheyl tournament.
Yeah, he does. Fight of the night. Absolutely fight of the night. That was a great performance by Ben. And if I do get to the round, I hope to see him soon and competing against him soon. So, yeah, I'll be leaving it now to you two guys, and I'll just get ready for my fight. Not ready, I'm already ready, but you know, everything that comes with it, and I'll see you guys soon.
Well, this fight promises to be an absolute firework between Proxer and Mr. MOB Pressure. We wish Mr. Proxer the best as my commentary teammate, but at the same time, MOB Pressure is someone who cannot be taken lightly, as we saw in his last fight against Kaya Notorious. Gancho, I hope to have you in the booth for this one. This is another exciting fight stylistically. Both these fighters absolutely technical with their gameplay, and looks like these fighters are trying to set up their streams for the next round. At the same time, it looks like this matchup is already set. It's going to be MOB Pressure going with Conor McGregor, and he's facing Dustin Poirier, picked by Mr. BMF Proxer. Gancho, how do you see this one playing out?
You know, there's not many options in the lightweight division unless you just want to be a little different, you know. Like you can go with Dan Hooker, you can still go with Jorge Masvidal, although in lightweight, you know, he can be better in lightweight, let's say. But Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor are the most often picks that I expected. You know, it was a good pick by Justin Gaethje from Ben. Not a lot of people can use Justin Gaethje the way he does it. So I'm impressed by his performance. But here between Proxer and Pressure, I don't know what's going to happen. They've been... No, wait. I was going to say they've been teammates before, but they haven't really. But I don't think they've ever fought at all.
They have not. The record is 0-0, so someone's O has got to go, as we will see in this one, as they touch gloves. Proxer on the back foot a little, but tries to move ahead with that 1-2 combination. This is again going to be fight. I think both fighters are trying to find their range with these new picks. Again, every time the weight classes move around, you have to find your range in a different class altogether. So the adaptability is going to be a big factor in this tournament. And as we see, Proxer now trying to press forward, but nice body counters there by Mr. McGregor. Ooh. Well, beautiful body kick again, but I think that got blocked. At the same time, what I like from Proxer, he's not shying away from those heavy exchanges. Nice spinning body kick.
Exactly, I was just going to say I would like to see Proxer going for more body shots, because apparently his stamina is already lower than Precious. And fighting against the Conor McGregor with lower stamina than he has is very problematic. He can go downhill very quickly because oh, look at that beautiful sidestep by Pressure, and Proxer is now left hanging. He tries to recover and just figure out a new plan as far as I see, but Pressure is just throwing crazy combos. You know, Pressure took a little break from competition. I haven't seen him compete in a while, and it looks like he just got better. He's just performing better.
Yeah, it has, and if I remember correctly, he was one of the elite fighters in UFC 3, and looks like he's regained that form and put himself back in that upper echelon of EA Sports Combat. Mm-hmm. At the same time, this is a strategy that he has deployed over and over again, especially in his fight against Notorious. He attacked the body in the first and made sure that definitive stamina advantage in the third became the key factor as he won his fight in the last seconds.
Beautiful sidestep there. You know, we haven't seen any straights to the body. We haven't seen any hooks by Poirier, by Proxer. Maybe he's afraid of the uppercut of Pressure, because we've seen that Pressure tends to move his head sideways, and he explodes with the either lead or rear uppercut a lot. We saw that in his previous fight as well.
And also what I like from Pressure is the fact that combination of 1-2 body kick is absolutely off key. So it's it's coming, but it's it's more often than not it's very difficult to stop that. Again, nice work and good pressure from Pressure in this one. But this is extremely good movement from both fighters, don't you think, Ancho?
Absolutely, yeah. Looks like Proxer is finally finding his tempo, and this is the way you do it. You need to stay at the center of the octagon and just control the pace and the direction of the movement when you're fighting Conor McGregor. And wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful head kick, but didn't connect.
Again, this round is going to be a little hard to score, perhaps a round in favor of Dustin McLean, aka MOB Pressure.
Yeah, I believe Pressure got the first one.
Sorry?
I believe Pressure got the first one. And there we go, Proxer starts attacking the body.
Ooh, heavy combinations being thrown by both fighters. Nice deep to the body. As this is something that we have seen over and over, like I mentioned earlier, but this time tries to attack the body and ends up eating a heavy hook from Proxer.
I like what Pressure does. He gets into the pocket, throws his combinations, and then pushes you away while moving backwards. This way he creates a lot of space, and he's using the best of the reach advantage of Conor McGregor. Oh, look at that. In the pocket. Proxer got more damage than Pressure over there. And now he's in a very bad situation because Pressure is just putting pressure and getting him in the corner. And
I think what Pressure is trying to do is trying to have his opponent gassed and land that one significant shot that may turn into an equalizer in this fight.
Nice answer by Proxer in the combo.
For some reason, I am unable to watch what's going on. So, Ganshu, can you take a lead for a second?
Yep. Lead body kicks by McGregor. He's definitely trying to work on the stamina of Proxer right now, and he's doing it correctly. He's doing it successfully. Once again, the rear body kick. Proxer tends to start a lot of his combos with a rear uppercut apparently, which is easily read by Pressure already. Oh, nice. He kind of slowed the tempo down. Pressure is not afraid to go into the third round. He's having... Oh, look at that! Beautiful slip back and the hook. Continues to patiently work on the body and the block of Proxer, and he's down. Doesn't let him have enough space. Does Proxer have a chance to come back? We saw some good comebacks. Oh, look at that. He rocked him. Very smart to work the body of Pressure, but does Proxer have enough power to actually damage McGregor in the body right now, or even damage his stamina maybe? Oh, look at that. Once again, knocked down by Pressure. He goes for the head kick, well protected by Proxer. And that is all over. Beautiful, beautiful left hand by MOB Pressure, and he gets the win.
I'm absolutely saddened by the fact that I have to be watching this not in real time because my stream is, for some reason, it's not showing me that. But looks like this is another exceptional performance by MOB Pressure, and he moves on to the semifinals against GameKheyl. And I just saw that knockdown, beautiful left straight, and he moves on to the next round and the semifinals against the runner-up of the last tournament. And he would have his work cut out because GameKheyl looks like a man on mission, but so is Mr. MOB Pressure. Again, we would like to hear the thoughts of Mr. Proxer as soon as he joins us back in the commentary hub. And hopefully the next fight is ready as soon as it happens.
Hello, hello.
The next one, okay, so Gancho, like I said, we have a replacement coming in Sambo, and I have shared the link of Sambo's stream in the staff chat, if you can find it. Perfect. So it's going to be Sambo War, who is replacing Mr. Trials War in this one. So we will see him go up against the winner of the fight between Jay User and Millionaire MMA, who is Mr. Million MMA. And the winner of that fight will face BMF Gancho versus GSP Goats Wars winner in the second semifinals. Again, absolute firefights we've seen tonight. And as we proceed to the second part of the second round, it's going to be Sambo versus Million in a fight that I believe is going to be a classic because Sambo is adept at wherever the fight goes. And we're seeing Justin Gaethje versus Dustin Poirier, and Million was very good in his performance again. He would like a better connection at the very least. Proxer, if you've joined us again, we would like to hear your thoughts on your fight and quickly on this one as well.
Yeah, my fight, yeah, that was a great fight. I didn't expect him to be that aggressive overall. It was kind of delayed. I couldn't get really into my reach because I was striking the air sometimes. You guys saw, but it is what it is. The man did better than me. He fought better than me and beat me. So that's all there is to it. You know, the better man won, and respect to my opponent. This is gonna be a great fight overall as well. Sambo War versus Million MMA. My bro fighting Sambo War. Sambo War is a beast. Sambo War is a machine, and I can't wait to see both of these men perform. You know, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be really great.
The winner of this fight, again, like I mentioned earlier, will be the first qualifier of the semifinals. And again, the second fight is another fight that I'm extremely excited about. Sambo, again, a late replacement in this one. Again, everyone who's watching this, thank you for tuning in. We are GameKheyl, and we want to make gaming mainstream everywhere in the world, especially UFC 4. And right from the get-go, we see a lot of action from both these fighters. My stream is stuck again. If you can take the lead, Mr. Proxer.
Well, both of these men are just, you know, going for it right now. Not for it, you know, completely, but they're doing a lot of work. They're doing a lot of good work, and I like seeing these type of fights, you know, going for it, keeping the distance at sometimes, but the leg is hurt. You see the leg was hurt, I think, right there, yes. But yeah, Million going with Justin Gaethje is a good option, you know, that's a good option, because Justin Gaethje is a dangerous guy and a dangerous man. But also, you know, we know that Dustin Poirier can finish the fight at any second, any given moment, and it's how it is. So, yeah, your thoughts if you got it fixed.
I'm just looking at I'm just watching the regular stream, and so far what I like is a lot of body kicks in Sambo. I just saw that leg health event. He likes to mix things up. He is very versatile in what he does. But at the same time, as we saw in the fight between Million and Jay, he can be adept. Again, that was a very, very laggy fight, and thankfully my stream has restored. This is looking very exciting. That leg of Poirier is absolutely tattooed with those kicks, and it looks like it's just a matter of time before we see a switch of stances.
Oh yeah, we're probably gonna see a switch of stance really, really soon. But yeah, Million MMA is doing a lot better than I expected him to do because he looked rusty going into it when he sparred. He looked good, but at the same time looked rusty, you know, but he is doing really, really good. He's picking up the pace on the pressure and doing a lot of good stuff in here, but yeah, I'm glad lag is an effect in this fight as well.
Well, you will have to call the live action. In the meanwhile, there's one thing that I've noticed in these events is as soon as the weight class changes, so does the dynamic of the fight. So everyone has to be on the fly, really trying to find their range, find their movement and the speed. It gets a little tricky, but that's what GameKheyl is all about, the challenge of the event.
Oh yeah, both of them are doing really, really good. Oh, getting touched up by Justin Gaethje. That leg is beat up. He switched the stance and now he's gonna go where he's right behind and the shotgun is behind. So, you know, we're gonna see what happens here. Oh, 1, 2, 3, right there. Quick, and moves out of the way of that one. He's back. Kicking the other leg as well. No answer for the leg kicks. Amazing performance by Million MMA so far. He is another guy that is really, really looking for a camp, and yeah, he's just looking for a camp, and he's a great fighter.
You know, what I can see in the stream is the fact that he is absolutely piecing up Sambo, and Sambo is no pushover. He has been a champion in multiple organizations, and again, this is a performance to be extremely happy with. Again, I just saw that health event to the head, and again, things are not looking good, and so is the quality of the stream that I have currently.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll definitely talk to Goncho about something after this event. But yeah, I'll keep it quiet for now. But this is looking like a really, really good performance so far by Million MMA. Sambo War is not a guy to sleep on, you know. He's a dude that you should never sleep on, and he's a guy that you should never count out. He is a really game opponent, so Million MMA needs to stay composed, not take him lightly in the second one, not lose his focus, and just continue to punish him like he did. That was a beautiful one overhand. It's great right there.
Yeah. From the events, I can see Gagey's head health is pretty significantly ahead of Sambo, as he's trying to protect all parts of his body against someone who is mixing things up really well in Million MMA. I think he came into this tournament as a virtual unknown, and he is putting on a performance that is going to make him very, very memorable for everyone watching.
Absolutely, yeah. This is, you know, this is another fight that's really interesting. Like, it's looking really, really good right now. Okay. Okay. Going for the leans. Okay.
What's going on?
There's a lot of action going on, so I'm not even like talking that much. Ooh, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 right there.
Well, sadly, there's some technical issues on my end, so I'm not really up to speed with what's going. I have to really watch what's going on in real time on GameKheyl stream. So hopefully we'll have that sorted in a few minutes.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, no problem. I'll just keep it going. But he got kicked to the body really hard there, Million MMA, and took a lot of his stamina away. I think he's still winning this fight. You know, oh, gets stunned. Now Sambo War in danger. He is looking in a bad position, looking at the corner, looking at his corner probably for help. Look at this. He is going down if he continues to stay in this corner, but he moved out of the way and gets caught with an uppercut to the face. Once again, gets to the body. Goes to the head, gets 1, 2, gets dropped again to the body. 1, 2. Oh, Million MMA is looking so good.
I just saw that beautiful elbow. Are we at the end of the round?
Yeah, the round ended just now. But
All
it's
right,
starting now.
I'm looking at it at the 30th second, so I think a lot of action left for me to keep an eye on. Your thoughts on this one so far?
My thoughts are that this is a great fight, but gets caught with that. Oh, whoa. That was really surprising right there.
Looks like it's gotten you. It's got you off guard.
Yes, I was caught off guard, and you know, really surprised right there. He caught him with a slip hook. Oh wow, this is a great event so far, Naveed. I'm so happy that you wanted me here to commentate for this event. And just, I want to thank you for putting up a great show like this every Thursday and every Saturday, every Sunday. Really happy that you did this, and a great community you're building, my brother.
I appreciate that, but at the same time, everyone on this stream, everyone fighting in these events, you are the reason why this community is what it is. And hopefully, moving forward, we'll have more smoother events for everyone to watch and to enjoy. As again, I'm a little oblivious to what's really going on in the fight, but looks like it's yet another classic between these two guys.
Another classic between these two guys, I agree 100%. Gets 1 through right there. Dustin Poirier is gonna go down this round. It is not gonna go to the finish. He is going to fucking lose. I am sorry, but I'm saying it now.
Ooh. Some heavy words, and Sambo may want to prove you wrong, but by the looks of things, that might not be the case. Again, solid combinations from Sambo. He is doing his best to stay in this one, but looks like Million MMA has the secret to victory.
I agree.
I will try to reconnect and hopefully get back to watching this fight on real time with you. Just give me a few seconds.
Yeah, no problem. I'll continue the show going. Just saying that you know, Million MMA had a great performance right there. He finished the fight. He did an absolute beauty of an uppercut to finish the fight. And I don't know, he's just a beast.
So
Just a beast.
I'm
Like,
assuming
no-
Million MMA is just. Oh, I just saw that beautiful rear uppercut to end the fight. Yeah, that was excellent. Again, there are some challenges on my end. Proxer will be providing you with all the action as soon as this issue is sorted. And looks like we have the winner of the first quarter or of the third quarterfinal, and they will be facing the winner of the next one, which again, in my opinion, will be absolute fireworks. And the fight is between Gancho, BMF Gancho, should I say, and Mr. GSP is GOAT _war.
Yeah, Gancho's gonna fight next. I can't wait for this fight. He's just a great opponent. I really like how he fights, and it's just great. He's a really game opponent. My leader, he is the boss man of everything basically. The cage rage. He is just a great guy overall. Doing streams with him, he invites me to come with him and do it, and I really see how good of a person he is and how sweet of a guy he is. Gave me a job to be a commentator in cage rage as well. But now it's now time for business, Gancho. Represent BMF. I didn't do it really well, but you can. You have a great opponent in GSP as GOAT, which I agree with that statement, by the way. But yeah, you have a good opponent in him. And bring the show, Gancho. GSP is GOAT, bring the show. Let's see a game fight. Naveed, your thoughts? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Well,
Let's
some problems.
Rishi, if you can hear us, you need to share the link that is working because the one that you've shared is not. Uh, Link to the stream, please.
Okay, well, that was yeah. Let's see if we can get it on.
Yeah, he's about to send it to us in the general chat of our Discord community. Again, for everyone watching, for everyone watching, if you want to be a part of GameKheyl Discord community, you will be able to find the link in a few seconds. Yeah, it has been shared in the chat. So if you're interested in being a part of these events, you can definitely sign up on GameKheyl events by going to our Discord channel. In the meanwhile, we hope everything is sorted between Rishi and Gancho. If it's not, we can also do a small review. I think Gancho may have found the link, and we hope to proceed with that as quickly as possible. Yeah, so Proxer, so far we've seen about 7 fights, and if you may, which one has been your favorite and for what reason?
My favorite performance or my favorite fight?
Both.
My favorite performance was probably, and this is not because I'm not biased here, but actually I thought like he did a great performance in Million in his last fight, and I would really love to see him in BMF, soon because he's a really game up. We saw that we were seeing this. He's a great guy, great guy, but of course, Bossman's gonna need to talk to him, and all of that's gonna need to get sorted. But he's a really good player. I love his style. He's a beast, and I didn't expect him to come out this strong under pressure. I really didn't. His first ever live event after a long time. But yeah, I think this next fight is gonna be another war. Max Holloway versus Connor, the Notorious One.
Oh,
We're
this
gonna see what
is
happens.
yeah, this is looking like this fight has all the promise in the world to be an absolute fire fight. So again, when you have a pick like Max Holloway, this can go either way because again, he does not have the reach, but at lightweight or actually at featherweight, which is going to be the semifinals, he is going to be an absolute monster. At the same time, McGregor in his own right at lightweight in this game is very overpowered. So let's see how this one goes.
Yeah, this is gonna be a great fight.
All right, touch of gloves. Here we go. Spinning kick to start the fight from GSP's GOAT. He's trying to push Gancho backwards and impose his will, but Gancho at the same time going southpaw with his Max Holloway.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? But we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens in this fight because it's a promising fight to be a fight of the night because Gancho brings it always to the table. He
Indeed.
always just goes for a brawl and goes for a very technical fight sometimes. So we're gonna see what happens. But this is looking like a really, really great performance. In the last fight, I mean, great performance by GSP as GOAT. Didn't expect that from him, but yeah, he did great.
Indeed, but I think this is going to be an absolute clash of styles because Rishi likes to throw calculated combos. Gancho just throws a kitchen sink towards you. At the same time, there is a method to his madness. As what happened? You there?
Hello.
Or yeah, I am actually looking at Rishi's stream there because we cannot see it here.
Okay, something went wrong.
You can pick up the link from the staff chat for this fight. Oh, beautiful
Will
body
do.
kick by Rishi. As Gancho's again trying to press forward with action. Nice hooks on both sides. Also, what I like from Gancho, he's trying to set up heavy shots with that double jab. That double jab closes the distance and also lands significant damage. At the same time, it breaks the block. So again, there is a lot of skill involved in what Gancho does. He tries to switch stances, but gets kicked in the leg and gets disbalanced for a few seconds. As he gets back up, nice slip and a hook to avoid that uppercut. Ooh, spinning kick completely misses.
Completely misses, yes, indeed. But this is a really, really good fighter. GSP is good as a great fighter. He knows how to adjust well. So does Gancho. But Gancho doesn't have his Steven Wonderboy Thompson over here. Doesn't matter. But still, he's using Max Holloway. I don't know if he uses him much because I don't see him when we fight or when he fights someone else. I don't see him go Max that much. But he's doing a good job so far, and so is the man in the blue corner. So is Conor McGregor and Rishi doing a great job as well.
Indeed, nice body kick by Gancho there. Again, this fight is a pretty slow-paced fight, so I think this fight may have the potential of going late into the third. But at the same time, knowing Rishi and Gancho, this fight can be explosive in a few seconds because they are like sharks in the water. If they smell blood, they are going to go for it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a great, great fight in the second round as well. Because the first round, we saw what we expect.
Ooh,
That's
the
just
numbers
what
are
it comes.
pretty. Yeah, I just saw the striking numbers. They're looking extremely close. Looks like there's a slight advantage in Rishi's favor, but again, the course of action is as such. No very significant moment in that one, so the judges can score that either way. As we move to the second round. All right. Ooh. Kancho is trying to make his mark, and as we hear, he's trying to show respect, but he is not allowed to. No love
Not allowed
lost,
to, yeah.
apparently.
Oh, yeah,
Gancho
Well,
did have a lot of fighting words heading into this fight, so you never know.
no, he doesn't have words at all. Like usually, no, he did have some words at the beginning of the stream. He was like, "Yeah, I'm confident I'm gonna beat everyone." That's his confidence, though. I like it. I like it. Don't see the bad side of Gancho that much, but he is looking, he's looking like a demon tonight. He looks prepared. I didn't. I fucking lost. Got my head bounced off, but it is what it is. Hopefully, as it is, because this is looking like such a banger to me. Such a
It is.
banger so far.
It is. I think someone's head health is going to give Rishi's more ominent here, but ooh, beautiful spinning elbow and drops him with the uppercut. Gancho trying to finish the fight with a spinning heel kick, but Rishi's block had recovered just in time. At the same time,
Yeah,
relentless pressure as we would expect from someone using Max Holloway.
I agree with you.
In my fights against Gancho yesterday, that did not happen.
Look at
Spinning heel
Gancho.
kick to finish the fight. Gancho
Look
moves
at Gancho.
to
Look at
the
him.
semifinals. Oh,
Look at
and he
Gancho. What a performance! And yeah, as you were saying, I'm sorry to interrupt you, David.
I was saying he was. I found a lot of success against him yesterday with spinning elbows on his stream, but he's used that to his advantage and lands an absolute bomb of a spinning heel straight to the chin of McGregor to finish that fight. Wow, just looked at that on the normal stream and damn, what a performance by GameKheyl. GameKheyl, we would like to hear your thoughts on this one. You said you were going to win this one and you did it. Mystic Gun in the house, I suppose.
Yeah, well, it was a good fight. I was paying attention to what Rishi was doing in his previous fight, and I knew that he's going to go with Conor McGregor because if he's using Conor McGregor in welterweight, then obviously he's going to go with Conor McGregor in lightweight as well. And I was thinking of going Dustin Poirier, but for some reason I don't like the kicks of Dustin Poirier. He's not very useful for my style for some reason, unless I can fight on the ground as well, because in MMA, Dustin Poirier is just different. You can clinch, you can grapple on the ground, he's got submissions and all that. But in stand and bank, in lightweight, Max Holloway, Dan Hooker, even Charles Oliveira is a better option for me. And I was very well prepared for what Rishi was going to throw. I just had to work his body at the start of the first round as much as possible, then relax from it a little bit and try and work his legs and his head held. Because, Conor has a chin. Conor has a very good chin, so it's not easy to rock him and knock him out quickly. So that's why you need to work on the stamina of your opponent. You need to work on the body. You need to work on the legs of Conor McGregor so he can drop his own power. And then you just make him go downhill. And that's what I did against Rishi. Good fight, respect to him. He's always a formidable opponent, always someone that makes me sweat. I was actually a bit nervous getting into that fight because just sorting some other shit in the background as well. But yeah, great fight, and I'm happy to fight Million MMA. I was asking to see more from Million MMA. He showed me a lot. Unfortunately, I didn't pay so much attention as much as I did pay to Rishi's fights. But now I might be surprised. I might be not. It's featherweight, the semifinals. It's going to be a dope fight. Yeah.
And do remember, you can have mirror matchups in this one. So again, we see the semifinal lineups. We will just do a small recap of what we've seen so far in the first couple of rounds before we move on to the semifinals. In the first round, Bidu doing with an absolute dynamite performance against me and getting the win. After that, we saw probably one of the better fights of the night. KIA Notorious versus Pressure, skill-wise, one of the better fights again. Pressure getting the job done with 4 seconds left in the final round. After that, we saw Million MMA going up against Jay Geezer in probably the laggiest fight of the night. 700 MS does not matter as Million MMA demolishes Jay Geezer to move ahead. After that, we saw BMF Blessed going up against GSP's War in an extremely surprising performance from GSP's GOAT. He pressed forward, he landed amazing combos and got the job done. In the second round, Bidu doing progressing with his first fight, fought KIA Ben in a performance that was that showed a lot of heart, but at the same time, KIA Ben's power was just too much to bear. Right after that, we saw BMF Proxer going up against Pressure, and Pressure, with the momentum on his side, put an absolute classical performance against Proxer to get the job done. After that, we saw Million MMA showing us that he was not just inhibited by that lag, he actually excels when the connections are proper, and he showed that to us with his performance against a game opponent in Sambo War with that beautiful finish. And in the final fight of the second round, we saw GameKheyl with that beautiful spinning heel kick, finishing the fight against GSP is GOAT. And we will move on to the next round. Before that, I hope GameKheyl can show us Gancho can show us a recap of the videos that we've seen, and also Proxer. Before we head into that, your thoughts on the night so far?
The night has been absolutely fantastic. There's been some technical difficulties and all of that, but that doesn't matter when there's a great stream and great people that you're working with that can make it all work out. And the people are doing their job now. No more mistakes are happening, and I'm glad that I'm seeing that. So, I just want to see this night to finish really strong. And just see basically everything that's been going on, and keep on going like the way it is going. We have a great fight next fight. KIA Ben versus Mob Pressure, the man that defeated me. And then we have Million MMA versus Goncho, which is going to be a beauty of a fight. Both of them are
Yeah.
going to be beauty of a fight, and I just
Oh yeah.
can't wait.
Right now, it looks like we may have to proceed with the second fight first because there is some technical difficulties on the first fight. But before we try to set that fight up, we would like to go into a small intermission. Not sure if that's possible.
Yeah, 1 second.
Also, if you can have the
Oh,
microphone
knocks him
open
down
during that.
again. Trustsport is getting up right now, though. Look at that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there are some updates on our end due to some technical difficulties. We have to switch a few fights around. We are going to have Mr. BMF Proxer stepping in against for Mr. Dustin McLean, aka Mob Pressure. He has been disqualified from the tournament because of time limit disqualification. He was unable to respond to the chat on time, which again is very unfortunate, whether accidental or on purpose. We shall see later. But at the same time, we have an exciting fight in Mob Pressure and KIA Ben. And again, the second semi-final is already set. we have Million MMA going up against BMF Gancho. The next fight, again, Proxer being absolutely humble in this one. Again, if he wins this one, this is going to be a beautiful story, but at the same time, KIA is a man on mission. The last time we saw this fight it was not very close. Proxer, what were your thoughts on the first fight that you had on the last tournament, and what are you going to do differently in this one?
Well, I'm gonna perform at my best abilities, even if I lose. This is just the beauty of the game, and I want to see the best man win, and whoever is the best man on the night is the best man on the night. That doesn't change at all, and I just want to see a great performance by anyone, by me, by Ben, by Goncho, by Million. I don't care. Just want to see a great night to finish these fights off, and a great finale at the end of it. So let's go on to our fight.
Again, we will be, for everyone watching, for anyone who is getting disqualified, there will be repercussions. We will be sharing that in the chat, but at the same time, let's just pass away from the negativity. Hope if the stream is set. By the way, who's streaming your fight? Proxer?
KI Ben streaming the fight. He's already ready.
Oh, perfect. So let's see if we can have that one ready. I hope Gancho has. Let's see if there is a link. Yep. Perfect. So if you can share it in the booth. Again, everyone watching, thank you so much for joining in. We are GameKheyl. We want to make gaming mainstream. Right now we're doing stand-and events on Thursdays and on Sundays. At the same time, we will be reconsidering a lot of options moving forward, and we will keep you updated. At the same time, we are very excited for our collaboration with Cage Rage. We will be doing our first collaborative event on Cage Rage stream this Sunday, only on Cage Rage stream on Twitch. We will be sharing the link shortly. At the same time, we have the stream set for this next fight between Jose Aldo and Conor McGregor pick. KIA Ben with Aldo, McGregor for Proxer. This again promises to be an exciting fight. I have to look for the link if possible. Let me see. Yeah, Ganshu, you might have to call the action initially. I will step in as quickly as possible.
That's alright, because there's a lot to call. Proxer starting to work the body of Ben immediately, and that's a very, very good option, very good pick against Jose Aldo, because Aldo obviously has more stamina than Conor, especially in featherweight. Well, they can't fight in any other weight class, so where else? Oh, beautiful rear uppercut by Ben. But yeah, I mean, working the body of Jose Aldo is the best option if you'd like to win a fight, especially in stand and bang, because you can't wrestle him. Even in MMA, if you take the fight on the ground, Aldo has the highest submission defense, and you don't have the high submission offense with Conor. But back to the stand-up war that those two are having. Ben so far is more versatile with his strikes. He's doing more different combos. Proxer is more concentrated on the basics and throwing the 1-2 body kick, using the hooks, using the power of Conor and his speed in the counters. Oh, nice straight. Oh, look at that.
Well, yeah, Gancho, thanks for being my eyes for the minutes. I have the stream set, and again, I think the best way to fight Ben is to mitigate his pressure, try to land as much body damage as possible, and not let Ben impose his will, because he is an expert at landing heavy shots, just like that. Drops Proxer on his butt.
And see, the crazy low kicks of the King of Rio are doing magic against Conor McGregor, because when you get your legs damaged, you lose in power. When you lose power, you lose the fight usually when you're Conor McGregor, because that's most of what he's got, except the beautiful combos and the speed. But you lose speed with stamina, same stuff.
Yeah, you can only walk if you have two legs. That's the thing.
Ooh.
This is a very, very good performance. Ben is looking extremely sharp, and we do have a trend here. The runner-up of the last tournament winning the tournament overall. Are we going to see a recurrence of that, or is Proxer or the two competitors in the next fight have something else in their mind? Ooh, nice combinations from Proxer. Good movement as well. But looks like he has found his way. His leg is not
Oh,
looking good.
look
His
at
head
that.
is
The right
not
leg
looking
of
good.
McGregor is out. And the block is
Yeah.
out with it. But still, Proxer is able to come back with beautiful 1-2s to counter the attacks of Ben. Every time he goes over 3 punches, Proxer is punishing him. And you can see that represented in the stamina and the head health of Jose Aldo. So I think this round was very competitive. I'd give it to Ben because he did more damage and he got the knockdown that we're seeing on the screen right now. But generally, great performance by both of them. And I believe Proxer has not lost the fight yet. He still can come back. He can still do a lot. He's got the head damage advantage. He's got the stamina advantage. We'll see where it goes. At the same time, Ben, crazy combos, always pushing forward, always... Oh, and look at the recovery, actually. That was interesting. Nice, beautiful spinning side kick to the body.
That corner man did an amazing job apparently.
Oh! Ben is rocked!
Yeah, my stream's just a little behind, but again, a nice flurry of shots from Proxer. Proxer's an absolute weapon as a whole when he is pressing forward and imposing his will on his opponents, as we can see right there.
You know, talking about your stream delay, Navid, this is the third event that we're doing for GameKheyl MMA. And the first time we... Oh, look at that! Ben is rocked again! Now to the body! Can Proxer actually finish the fight here? Beautiful block by Ben. Wow. Oh, and he with the spinning elbow.
Wow. All action all around in this one.
Got too excited. Oh, the left hand of Conor McGregor.
Money.
Literally money. Oh, through the block. Proxer is on the ground. He almost got that spinning elbow there.
You know, that's actually the same combo with which Stoyan finished his fight against Ben in his win, but McGregor's leg is absolutely chewed up. Ooh. And he's now attacking the other leg. Very, very smart from him. Yeah, Nacho, you were saying something about this being a third event and my stream being laggy. Ooh.
Oh.
Left kick is also gone.
Oh, that's straight. This time was with the right hand.
Yeah, Ben's
What a
movement
fight.
is saving his life over and over and over in this one. Good block this time. Ooh, nice combinations from McGregor. Oh, drops him with the
Oh, and Proxer on the miss. Ben coming back with the shots to the body and a switch kick to the body. Very, very smart work by Ben there.
Yeah, and a waiting for a straight miss. Oh,
Crazy.
what is going on, Gacho?
Well, you know, Bidu don't. Oh, and Proxer got the win. Wow.
The comeback kid
What a comeback.
has made a statement against one of the best fighters we've seen in GameKheyl. Again, props to both fighters for taking this fight on short notice. Ben being an absolute, an absolute legend for doing what he did. But you know who is moving ahead? That was my pick, even though in unfortunate circumstances, but he's still there, he's still breathing, and he will face the winner of the next fight. Is it going to be an all BMF final, or is Million MMA going to throw spanner in those plans? We shall see in the next one. Proxer, what a performance, brother!
Yes.
Great fight.
Yeah, that was a fight of the night. I'm sorry, that was a fight of the night. We went back and forth. We struck. We were throwing. How many strikes were thrown in that fight? 257 by me and 202 by him. I mean, I'm happy that I won, but at the same time I'm not. Because it is what it is. I got through, but yeah. A great performance by both of us. I enjoy playing Ben. He's one hell of a competitor. Just love fighting him.
At the same time, there will definitely be a reward for Ben for taking this fight on short notice in the semifinals. He will definitely have his name in the contention for your Stoyan's title moving forward. But right now, the winner of this tournament again will have his name and I sit on that coveted title of GameKheyl Stand and Bang. Um, at the very least, we should have the next fight ready. I hope Gancho will let us know what the status on that one is. But before that, just a brief recap on what has gone on. MOB Pressure was disqualified. Proctor stepped in against KIA Ben and put on a performance in a very, very even looking fight. His legs were gone, his head was compromised, but he had that Celtic power, he had that beautiful Celtic cross, and he finished the fight with a exclamation point. What a performance, Proxer. Congratulations. As you move on to the final, I hope to see an all commentators fight personally, but again, if you have someone as skilled as Million MMA, you never know.
Million MMA versus Gancho in the next one. Wait, I'm at the first finalist, right? I'm the first finalist.
You are, brother.
Yeah,
Also, Gancho, let us know who will be streaming this one.
Million MMA will
Well-
be streaming. I'll be sending the invite.
All right, I will be sharing the link in the staff chat in a couple of seconds, so Gancho can focus on his fight.
Yeah, well then, what we saw in the first round was amazing by all of them, and second round as well. And now the third round, we saw me versus Kia Ben. I got the win, and now Million MMA versus BMF Gancho. Both of the guys, whoever I fight in the finals, it's interesting, because I fought both of them over like 100 times.
Naveed,
Both of these guys,
please add Bane to the commentary hub because he's available, and I would love to have Bane commentating on my fight.
Yeah, big fights require big voices, and there are none better than Mr. Bane. I hope to add him as quickly as possible in the commentary hub. Let me have that sorted. Just give me a couple of seconds. In the meanwhile, Proxer, I would again want you to just do a small recap of tonight's fights.
Small recap. So I'll tell you about the first fight we had is you versus B. Dudoing. I'm just gonna say it like that.
Yeah,
that was a
Bidu
great
you got
fight.
it right. You go ahead it
There
right.
you go. Dudoing. So Naveed versus you versus B Dudoing. It was a great performance by B Dudoing, coming out victorious. And the second match we saw Kia Notorious versus Mob Pressure. We saw Mob Pressure win that fight. Surprisingly, did really really good. And then we saw Million MMA versus Jay Jesser, which Million MMA won and was a great performance overall. Continue to the next round. BMF Blessed in the last round. The last fight of the round was BMF Blessed versus GSP as Goat _ War. So we saw a great performance by GSP as Goat, and just beat BMF Blessed, which is sad to see, but it is what it is. And then we saw KI Ben versus B Dudoing. We saw KI Ben win. Really dominant performance. He looked really really sharp and really well prepared for that. Then at the second round we saw BMF Proxer, that is me, versus Mob Pressure, which I definitely won that fight. I'm just gonna continue now. Then we saw Subbo War versus Million MMA. Million MMA did a great job. Liam, his name is, he did an absolute amazing job, and I'm really glad he won that fight. And then we saw the Bossman versus GSP as Goat. I was really surprised that the Bossman did that well, and absolutely did an amazing performance, an amazing finish right there. And then we saw me versus KI Ben. It was a great fight at War, and I finished the fight really late in the round, and I was getting beat. So yeah, it was a great fight, and absolute love to Ben, absolute respect to him. And let's get on to the next fight. That is Million MMA versus BMF Gancho. Your thoughts, my beautiful brother?
Well,
Naveed.
before my thoughts can come into play, again, like I said, big fights require big voices, and there are none bigger than Mr. Bane. Bane, how are you doing, brother?
Just happy to be here, hopping in a little later into the tournament than I would have anticipated. But as you mentioned, man, this is the best time to be here as we really approach the final stretch of the GameKheyl Stand and Bang. Boys, how we doing today?
You're doing good. Bane, the link for this fight is in the staff chat. You will have access to it. So looks like we are starting this fight with, I believe, a Max Holloway. All right, no worries, bro. We are seeing a Max Holloway double duty matchup in this one. Your thoughts on this one, Proxer?
My thoughts are that this is going to be a great fight. It always is. When Gancho performs, it's always a great fight. and always just a war all around. And we're seeing Million MMA versus BMF Goncho, my teammate, and this is going to be absolutely a great event. A great event in this fight, and just can't wait to see what happens and to see who I face in the finals. Bane, your thoughts, my brother?
You know, anytime you have a Holloway mirror match, there's a lot of things to consider because you know exactly what your opponent's going to bring. So that means that it's all down to game planning. Goncho, a guy who loves to throw more creative strikes and entries, I think he's definitely going to have the edge early. But once you get the read on the boss man's approaches, that's when you start having success. So this is going to be a waiting game on one end and all-out aggression from the start from the other.
It is, and looks like so far Gancho's finding more success, even though Million is firing back really well with those straight shots. Nice spinning body kick by Gancho now.
Yeah, beautiful work right there.
Oh,
You know, when you see Max versus Max, you know, you should just get mirror one, you know, being how would I say? You don't want to see anyone lacking when picking, you know, Connor because of the stamina, or if you use anyone else in that matter, you know. So it's good seeing a mirror match, because this is the only way you can beat Max Holloway is with Max Holloway, or only if you're Ortega, but you can't use him because there is no ground game, only stand and bang. So yeah, we're expecting fireworks right here. Bane, so far.
you know, Goncho's fighting on the back foot more than I anticipated. You'd see out of that red corner circling the octagon, now pushing the presser and coming to the center a bit more. But Million, for the large part of this first round, was in his face and giving him a lot to think about. Goncho, interesting approach here. But yeah, winning a lot of these exchanges with that rear uppercut especially, finding its way into those combinations on both sides. Really, Goncho having more success, though, up until this point, Naveed.
Indeed, and he nearly connected with that flying knee. It looks like Gancho's not just being the aggressor, he's trying to get the timing down and land those heavy shots. But as this fight progresses, this is a 3-round fight, remember. So you can throw that heavy gas tank, because the stamina and the stats are definitely working in his favor. At the same time, Holloway can be a double-edged sword if you're facing another Holloway, because you can expect the same kind of firepower from your opponent, as we can see right there.
A lot of work, a lot of good work by both of these gentlemen. You know, Million MMA and Goncho, both of them doing a lot of work, doing a lot of pressure, both actually. And just, this is looking like a really, really pressure fight. Somebody pressures, then the other one pressures, you know? That's how it's going right now. We're seeing a lot of that.
As there is a lot of pressure, of course, this is what I would call a 50 caliber chess match. You can see each guy making tactical reads and adjustments, but boy, they are thrown with a lot of volume and energy early, right there especially.
Wow.
You can see there, Million MMA feeling the power of the boss man. 30 seconds remain in this opening round, and you have to think that's got to be the most significant moment of the first 5 minutes.
Indeed, it looks like there might be another.
Oh!
Oh.
Look at this. Goncho searching for the finish. Not going to have enough time to get it done, but man, that is a stamp on what was otherwise a decently competitive first round.
Really competitive
I
first
absolutely
round.
agree with that, though.
Yeah,
It is, and also, I think those last 20 seconds of the fight really putting a rubber stamp on perhaps what we were expecting to see in the judges' scorecard. But as we would progress in the second round, we shall see if Million MMA has some sort of a game plan on his hands.
$1 million.
You bring up
Yes,
such a
yes,
good point,
$1
Naveed.
million.
Oh! Hard to have a game plan when you're taking spinning elbows to the teeth. Once
Oh.
again, Million MMA down. Second round not starting too effectively for him. Boss man pouring it on.
Ooh, another uppercut from Gancho.
Oh!
Gets dropped.
Oh!
Goncho getting a little
just
reckless with those strikes. Million MMA making him pay for it.
Absolutely
And it
making
looks
him
like
pay.
he looked like he's grown in confidence as well after that.
Oh.
Oh.
As stated, those rear uppercuts are lethal on both sides. You can see Million has a slight stamina advantage. It's nothing major, but it's one more strike and a combination that could potentially turn the tides a little bit, as we're seeing here.
But those spinning back fists are landing right to the temple, right to the side of the head. You know, they're doing a lot of damage to Million MMA. Oh! Drops! Goncho is in trouble.
Gancho is letting Million pressure him. This is exactly what we saw in the first round, right? The competition of it became more of who was leading the dance, right? And once Gancho started to be the aggressor, that's when all of his success came, backing up Million MMA and forcing him against I couldn't call it the octagon, more of the rope octagon that we've got here. So if Gancho wants to fight his way back into this one, it's all about reversing the momentum, which is what Million MMA is not going to let him do.
Indeed. At the same time, Gancho fires back with this beautiful spinning heel kick, drops him. Is he going to go for broke and finish this fight? I don't know.
You know, Million MMA's proven that he's dangerous even when he's almost out of the fight, you know, against the ropes. He can still throw back with a lot of power. If I'm Gancho, I'm just kind of peppering and keeping this position right here, right? Cutting off the cage and putting him down when you can.
Putting him down.
Flying knee connects!
Flying knee by BMF Gancho.
Million.
Oh! Well, that was anticlimactic, but we will have...
Wow.
BMF finals, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
Proxer
we will have...
versus Gancho.
Well, we do not just have commentary booth in the final. We have capmates in the final as well. And you know what? Who are they likely in contention to face for the GameKheyl title is another BF member in Stoyan. So looks like BMF camp is dominating GameKheyl at this point in time. What a performance again by Mr. Bossman. If you could have a few words before he moves on to his next fight, which would be a 5 rounds in bantamweight.
Great fight. Amazing performance by Million MMA. Obviously, that was my hardest fight in this tournament, and I was sweaty again. You know, I was worried. He got me dropped a couple of times. I thought that due to me wasting a lot of stamina in the first round, I'm most probably going to lose the fight sometime in the second, and it was very close to that. But somehow I just found a way. Max Holloway can knock you out in any second. That's why I went with Max Holloway. Sorry guys, don't hate me. I'm not a cheater. I barely play with Max Holloway, but it is what it is. Today I decided that I might be winning this tournament. We'll
Now,
see
Gancho,
Well,
while we've got you here, a couple questions I want to ask you just about that fight. Pick your brain. The pressure really seemed to be the answer for both of you, right? When Million was leading, he was catching you. When you were leading, you were catching him. Is that something that became apparent to you as the fight progressed, or was that something that maybe after the fact you could reflect on?
The thing is, I shouldn't have pressured. When I'm pressuring in the fight, I'm actually getting rocked, and I was dropped a couple of times while I was pressuring. When I'm fighting on the back foot, I usually just make people miss a lot more, and I come stronger with the counter attacks. And it's also hard to work the body of your opponent when you're on the back foot. So I just had to concentrate on the head damage on Max Holloway. When you're pressuring, it's easier to work on the stamina of your opponent. It's easier to kind of set a tempo, but that's where I kind of feel like my tempo is maybe too slow, and that's why I'm getting into those situations. But yeah, on the back foot, it's always better. Pressure can not always be your answer when you're Max Holloway, but at least for me.
One of the questions I wanted to toss your way was about a specific strike that I at least saw utilized several times to great effect from both of you. That rear uppercut was the end of several combinations, knocked you down a couple times, caught him on several occasions. Was that a strike that you found within the fight that was leading you to a lot of success, or was it just sort of part of a combination, didn't really think much about it?
No, I'm always throwing the rear uppercut because people love throwing hooks to the body. They love throwing 2 hooks to the body after in a combo. So I'm just ready. I have the rear uppercut loaded, and everyone who wants to damage my body, touch my belly, forget about it. You're gonna eat a strong Bulgarian punch in your mouth.
Gancho. Let me promise. Let's just do something, yeah? No Peter Yan.
All right.
No Peter Yan.
Alright.
No cheesy bullshit.
All
No
right.
Peter Yan. Let's have a great finals.
All right, then
Let's
no
get
TJ
it,
Dillashaw.
Gancho.
No TJ Dillashaw.
No TJ Dillashaw. Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Now, who's gonna stream this one actually?
Okay, let's go BMF Gancho. I'm streaming.
Oh,
I put
right.
it in the staff chat.
One
Yeah,
moment. Just in a second, because
No
for
problem.
some reason I'm downloading something and I was going to fuck up. You know, I need to turn off the settings on my PlayStation because it randomly just starts downloading some updates, and that's how I lose a lot of fights. It happens a lot. Then I realize I've been downloading some stuff.
Well, Bane, you may have missed out on some of the action tonight, but what did you? In fact, you've been someone we've really cherished on these GameKheyl streams. Again, for everyone watching this, Bane himself is a streamer. He likes to do content while playing games. He also does interviews, and we here are definitely sure that he is going to be the next big thing. Be it ESPN, be it any sports channel, be it esports, wherever he goes, we know he is going to excel. And we here at GameKheyl would definitely want you to check out his stream if he can share his link in on YouTube. And again, show him some love, show him what we are all about here at GameKheyl.
I have to always say, incredibly appreciative of the support that you all have shown me. This community has been a very bright spot in what's otherwise been a kind of tough year for me, not going to lie. But yeah, man, things are cooking in the Bane business. It's booming. Mason Jones interview, just released that one. Not my best. I will have to be full frontal about it. Unfortunately, I was doing a red eye from Arizona, North Carolina from 11 p.m. to 9 a.m. and then I talked to Mason at 10 a.m. So I was a bit exhausted, and that shows, I think, in several aspects of it. So I'm expecting some criticism, but I'm cognizant of everything that went wrong. However, still a great interview. Incredible guy, Mason Jones, the 10-1 26-year-old from Wales, is going to be facing Alan Patrick on June 5th, and looking to get that first victory in the octagon. He fought Mike Davis in January and felt that there was just a number of things that didn't come together, man. The game planning, like we talked about with Goncho and Million, right? When you have a high-level player like Max Holloway, both of you have Max Holloway, you guys have the same exact stats, it's all about the game planning. You know what I mean? It really is about the approach that you have for the fight. And similarly, Mason Jones' approach in that one, what he said was just wasn't up to par that night, but still believes he's going to be a UFC lightweight champion and going to be the best in the world. So definitely check that one out. It's live now. I don't have the link. Let me go get that real quick.
Yeah, it's in the staff chat. For the interview?
Yes.
All right, do share it.
Okay.
I'll be putting it up from the GameKheyl account. In the meanwhile, looks like we are gonna see a Corey Sandhagen versus Cody Garbrandt in the final fight. By the way, guys, this would be a 5-round fight, which I'm definitely sure.
Fight.
Yeah, I'm definitely sure that will not be the case, considering the firepower involved in this one.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
move
this
that,
is.
so let's go.
Looks
I'll
like
be
we're gonna get the live comms from Proxer throughout the likely gonna, I'd say two and a half. The 2.5 is what I anticipate this one ending in, because that Garbrandt power is insane, but the creativity from Corey Sandhagen is something that's unmatched. And I don't know if there's been an update to nerf Garbrandt's stats, because I do feel that he needs to be bumped down just a little bit based off his performance against Rob Font, but still so much power in those hands. Goncho, cognizant of it, going to be, as he said in the previous fight, fighting on the back foot and finding entries from the outside is what I anticipate, Naveed.
I completely agree with that, because at the end of the day, whatever fighter you pick, if you can utilize their skill sets to the T. Again, Goncho likes to press forward. He likes to do whatever he wants to. As we can see in that, this is exactly what you can expect from someone like Garbrandt, to press forward, keep throwing those heavy hands. At the same time, you need to be very mindful of that weak chin, at least in the game, that is.
You can see here Goncho opening up with a lot of work to the body, those roundhouses, lead and rear connecting to the ribs very frequently, and staying at range a bit. That's what I like to see from him. He's entering into the pocket with large strikes like a Superman punch, jumping in so that Proxer can't really return fire. But the problem is, when Goncho sits in the pocket, that's where Proxer has a ton of success.
Indeed. At the same time, we will not be able to really see Goncho's stats in this one, but at the same time, looks like Proxer is trying to press forward, but Goncho is doing a very good job to control the center of the octagon in this one.
A perfect job. This is incredible range management from the boss man, something that he's used to utilizing in his fights. The teeps are so effective, pushing off of that high guard just to make some space and not allow Proxer in the pocket. You can see there, once Proxer's in the pocket, that's where that firepower is utilized from No Love. But let's see if that continues. 2:40 in this opening round.
Yeah, what I like from Proxer is he does not have any wasted movement or any wasted punches. If he finds success, he smells blood, and then he lets go with a flurry of combinations of which most of the shots land. So very effective in his striking is Proxer.
Oh, talking about that dubious chin of Cody Garbrandt, though, Proxer already wearing so much of the damage. You can see here, anytime that Gancho's in the pocket, he's throwing really effective strikes like elbows or hooks, tight inside strikes that land with lethal intentions.
Yeah, and I see, and you know, one strike that is becoming pretty dominant in this tournament as a whole is that spinning elbow. Not a lot of success in this one so far, but I think it's about time we might see a significant moment involving one of those.
Some gamesmanship out of that no love side, wagging the finger as that taunt is, and you can see here now he's pushing the pace a little bit. 1 minute and 10 seconds remain in this opening round, and it's been largely a chess match, but I have to think that Gancho's gotten the better of the exchanges, and you can see there Proxer, always the showman in the octagon.
Indeed, and you know, Gancho is running high on the confidence because last time around he had a win against a game opponent in KI Notorious. This time around he has bumped his way all the way to the finals against two extremely high caliber opponents, and right now he is probably facing the toughest of them all in Proxer, and he is holding his own in this one, and looks like he might come out on top in this one barring anything significant.
Definitely more than holding his own, at least in my opinion. You can see the body health and the head health of Garbrandt slowly deteriorating. The block is getting broken frequently in the first 5. I have to think Gancho has to be very content with how that opening round went. He won, in my opinion, most of those exchanges. Proxer's going to be the one that needs to make this series adjustments to get this fight back into his hands.
And step in the right direction with those nice 3 punches that connected, and looks like the jab straight is working well for him so far. Oh, flying needle!
And the body work, you can see Gancho so tactical even when the opponent is stunned. This is clinical work from him. Overhand lands from the Sandman.
Indeed, but at the same time, what you need to be mindful of, at least after the last few patches, if you get too aggressive, if you lose your stamina, all it needs is one punch from a rocked opponent to absolutely decimate you. So you have to be careful, but a spinning punch, as expected, lands in favor of Garbrandt.
Oh, big return from Gancho, though. You can see that no-love head health is no longer there. Would like to see Proxer mix it up more to the body with some knees, as Gancho does appear to be holding his hands high to protect his head more frequently than not.
Indeed, and I believe the head health is going to come into play because Garbrandt's power is absolute filth. We cannot see what's really there for Gancho stats-wise, but the way the movement is being shown, the way the damage is portrayed in this one, it looks pretty even.
Oh! Each guy definitely having a lot more moments. This second round going much better for Proxer as I say this. Gancho! Big front kick to the head. Oh my gosh, Proxer on the ropes here. This is bad news for him. And there it is. Returns fire. That power from No Love, always the equalizer. Gancho meets the mat again in this second round, but boy, so does Proxer.
How did he miss with that flying knee? Again, both fighters, whenever they're trying to go for broke, they are paying dearly for it, as we saw at least 3 times in that sequence of the last 30 seconds. Again, intense fight. Yes, sorry?
My prediction definitely off, Naveed. I thought 2.5 is what we would see. Seems like we're going to be seeing a little bit more this second round than I thought.
Indeed, but the pace looked a little slow, but the moment I said it, a beautiful knockdown in favor of Garbrandt, and looks like even though he's been dropped on his butt a few times, he's going in confidence, and just like that, a straight.
Oh!
Wow.
Gancho needs to get out of this pocket here. Proxer sitting on his strikes. Oh! Wow! BMF Proxer.
This is
absolutely
exactly,
decapitate.
This is exactly how 90% of our fights with Proxer go.
Exactly,
I beat him up for the first round, then he starts coming back in the second round, and at some point I end up in the corner, and he knocks me out with a hook. Every fucking time.
Every time. That's true. Oh, I almost died laughing over right there, but I was holding it in because I didn't want to give anything away. But Gancho, good fight, bro. I didn't even care who wins this one because BMF won.
So fun.
BMF won. Yeah, it was
Talk
so
about
fun.
an unprecedented finishing sequence. Gancho really getting the better of those exchanges in the opening 5 minutes, knocking Proxer down on several occasions. But as Naveed and I became acutely aware, as that second round progressed, Proxer became more of the aggressor, sat down on the strikes more, and landed in the pocket more. And as you can see, that ending resulted in Gancho being stuck against the cage and No Love piecing him up.
Yeah, he
Well,
was actually picking me up. He had my head hurt. Even at the first round, he wasn't seeing that, but the power of Cody Garbrandt was just impeccable. That's why I was trying to work his body. I got him with the body health events, then the tricky kick to the face. But you know, he's just so good in the pocket. You know, when he gets it in the corner, it's lights out.
Well, there's something that Proxer said that he did not care about what happened in this one. Perhaps he will now when I tell him that he will face the winner of Sunday's tournament in a matchup that will determine the finalist who will be facing the current champion of GameKheyl, that is BMF Stoyan. Again, that is going to be on Cage Rage this coming Sunday at times that have already been prescribed. I think it's 1 p.m. Eastern and 10 p.m. Pakistan time and 6 p.m. UK. So again, for everyone watching, absolutely lovely to have you all here. For all the participants who abided by the rules, some of you did, and I appreciate your efforts in that. Again, from all of us here at GameKheyl, we appreciate the support that we've received. We are doing multiple events now. We've moved on to other esports as well. We are doing a tournament on Saturday as well for the game of Clash Royale. And on Sunday, again, like I mentioned earlier, we will be doing a UFC event in collaboration with Cage Rage on their Twitch channel. At the same time, parting words from all the commentators here. Proxer, with you first.
I absolutely love this tournament, and I love that Bane came in late for the finals, and it's just amazing that he was here. Absolutely loved working with all of you. Love it every time. This is a setback from reality, and you get a check. In a world that is not real, because the real world gets ugly sometimes. No, this is all that this community is about love, sharing peace, and all of this. We love. It's beautiful that you, Naveed, and you, Gancho, are doing such great things right now, tournaments and this and that, and that. I just want to just really appreciate you guys for doing this, and everybody that was on the stream today. I'm really proud that you came here and watched the great fights that were, and yeah, good night to everyone. Love all of you.
Peace. Let's actually take a look at the highlights from last weekend for one last time before we end the stream.
Before that, Bane and Gancho, again, thank you, and also Proxer, congratulations, and again, thank you all the commentators for pitching in, putting in extra hours, especially you, Gancho, and what a video we have in show for the last tournament. Again, this is going to get you hyped up for Sunday. We'll see you again in a couple of days, and have a great night, great day, wherever you are, and hope to see you all soon. Peace out.
Oh, knocks him down again. Trustword is getting up right now, though. Look at that.